Hey everyone, and welcome back to Robbie's Backstage Bants. Today I have two super special guests all the way from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hello, I'm Robin Simoes Da Silva. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm in Charlie playing Augustus Gloop.
Hello, my name is Teddy Hind. Wow, my name is Teddy Hind, not Teddy Hind. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Mike TV in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So exciting, guys. That is so cool. And you guys are touring the UK right now, going all over, which is again amazing. Now the first question I have for you both is right at the beginning of your process. What was the audition process like for Charlie?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on then.
Yeah, pretty standard. I did 4 auditions, and they were mostly the same thing. They were mostly just this song and this scene that they asked me to do again and again, just slightly differently. And then there was also a movement call, which was very luckily for me.
It was actually
very easily movement. Yeah, I was like
Movement.
terrified of a dance call, but it wasn't. And yeah, that was it. And after the final time that I'd done this song and this scene again, they called and offered me the role.
Yeah, mine was pretty much the same. I just had 3 rounds, and again, similarly to Robin, the movement call, when that came through as this is the final round, a movement call. I was just like, well, I guess I'm not getting the job. Well, no worries. But thank God it actually was movement.
Yeah.
It genuinely was like movement. Thank God.
There was no tap call, no tap calls for this.
No tap, no hidden tap, no like hidden ballet. Though it did say bring ballet shoes, and that's when I thought
And
I didn't get them.
I had to borrow some because I was like, I don't own these. I've never danced before.
Well, thank God. I'd be the same. Now, obviously, these characters are well known to a lot of people from the books, the movies, the new movie that's not even out yet, which is exciting. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks sick.
Tiny Oompa Loompa, terrifying.
Hugh Grant, yeah.
Hugh Grant, the
Hugh Grant Oompa Loompa, no thanks. Really confused by that one. But obviously, these characters are special to people. Now, how did you find your own version of these characters?
Yeah, I think probably because mine is more different than yours because they were like, I don't know, they wanted the greedy kid who's always eating, not to necessarily be fat or plus size. They wanted the greedy kid who's eating not to be that stereotype. And so they chatted to me about that in the audition process. And then yeah, it was a lot of me being like this, cute, and they were like, no, greedier, angrier. So I think I took their direction my own way, and then we kind of guided back to like because Augustus is kind of warm because he like doesn't he's not angry at anyone until there's like food involved, and then he's like,
Which is I'm the same. Like
yeah.
Aren't we all?
So it was finding a nice balanced version of that where he's like not the worst kid in the world, but until if he doesn't get what he wants, he's like ready to deck someone.
Yeah. I think for Mike, I just really wanted to make him as like kind of arrogant and chill as possible, just because those are like obviously, well, especially the arrogance is such a trait that is so frowned upon within society. I was like, well, what a great way to play it, like get to play arrogance without getting the backlash of actually being an arrogant person.
Good
So
word.
yeah, it just like, I don't know, kind of exploiting stereotypes, but like not making them into caricatures. I think that's kind of the general direction of
Yeah.
Charlie, is like taking those like horrible traits and but like making them,
Don't make them too cartoon.
yeah,
Make them
not
real.
make them
Yeah.
yeah, make them real, so you kind of hate them but you don't, you still have a soft spot for them. I think that was the general direction, that was like you kind of want to be lovable but also disgusting.
A bit like Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, kind of lovable and disgusting. I love you, Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant watches all the time, I'm sure.
Ah, sorry.
He's a big fan, actually.
Oh, no way.
He sends me fan mail every day.
Oh, he's so
Wow,
good.
what a guy.
He's a cutie. Yeah. No, I mean, this is kind of a question I imagine the answer is yes, but were you guys fans of the story before you joined the production?
Yeah,
I'll just let you go first.
we've made it now. I listened to the audiobooks of all Roald Dahl's books as a kid because my parents got me like a CD box set.
A CD
a
box
CD
set.
box set. It looked like this. If you Google it, you know, it was.
You guys sent me one of those, yeah.
And so I listened to like all of his books to get to sleep at night.
Deep.
I just needed the story, you know. And so I did listen to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory heaps as a kid every night, and then I also saw both the films, the Gene Wilder and the Johnny Depp, as a kid. But yeah, I more so probably listened to all of his books.
Yeah.
I've read. I had the box set. My mum bought me the box set of physical books, not the CD
box set.
but like the box set.
The actual.
The actual box set. Sorry, I don't know. And again, I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory all the time, and obviously every Christmas because it's naturally on TV about 40 times.
Yeah.
And I played the PS2 game. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That was lit. That was lit. But yeah, I absolutely was a fan. It's just such a great story and such a great. Sorry, I just got so distracted by the sound of that door. I was like, "Hello." Sorry. Yeah, such a great story. And just so magical. Okay.
It is magical. I always find, particularly the Gene Wilder film, it was a rainy day primary school kind of film. You know, you're indoor play at primary school, that's going on, and
like the end of term.
Enjoy end of term, last day of school, which is, you know, now for people in school who you're enjoying that. Lucky people for leaving.
They're all watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I bet you right now in the UK, it's about someone is watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory right now. Now, do you have a favorite moment in the show? It's a magical show. It's stunning. Do you have a favorite moment in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Okay.
Me too. Yeah. End of question. Thank you. Yes, and they are.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I won't. There's just like a really fun, magical puppetry kind of moment that Leonie Spilsbury does as she's playing Mrs. TV towards Mike TV's demise, and it's just so clever and so entertaining, and it makes me laugh every time, even though I've seen it and heard it too many times. And also the very end Candyman, when everyone and the whole ensemble and everyone does Candyman, that always gives me goosebumps.
Oh.
Goosebumps
every night. I would actually agree with Robin's first one. Leonie Spilsbury, who plays Mrs. Bucket and Mrs. TV, she's an absolute wonder, and she like Robin says, there's a puppeteering moment. Again, no spoilers, but come watch the show. Which is just incredible, and she's amazing. And is it a spoiler? But obviously, like, if you know the story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, when Charlie wins the golden ticket, is actually sorry, spoilers. I remember watching that for the first time in the rehearsal room, and I was like, oh my god, this is so magic. And 9 times out of 10, the audience will clap when Charlie wins. Charlie pulls out the guy. She and he, because we have many gendered Charlies, will say, "Grandpa Joe, we've won," and the audience just like erupt into applause, and it's just it's like goosebump moment.
I didn't see that coming. Yeah.
Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah, plot twist there. Yeah. Now you mentioned that applause. What's the audience reaction and response been to the show?
Great. Yeah, especially here actually.
Manchester
audiences are keen.
We love Manchester.
And
thank you.
we love it, yeah.
Thank you for being wonderful. They love it. I think they're invested, and I think obviously there are a lot of children normally in the audience, but the show appeals to everyone. But to see and to hear like children's reactions to the show, I think is the most special part of being in a show that's so important in people's lives, I think.
This is true. And there's going to be a lot more children coming to see it now that it's the summer as well.
Yeah.
So look forward to more of them, more gasps, more everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dramatic.
Yeah, literally. Everything is so dramatic. Now, the show's got some pretty nice songs. I say pretty nice, they're really nice. Sorry, just undersold your show there. But do you have a favorite number in the show?
I think I've kind of already said that it's the Candyman at the end. And I'll stick with it.
I'd say Candyman. Pure Imagination is obviously Bear Special. Sorry, why did I just say Bear Special? It's very special, it's lovely. Bear Special. I also really like is it called the Nutcracker Suite? Is that what it's called? The Nutcracker?
Nutcracker something.
The Nutcracker. Oh gosh, that's really embarrassing. It's Veruca's Demise. Spoiler.
Yay!
I love that song. I think it's brilliant. I just love that whole scene. It's brilliant.
Great lyrics, great dancing. It's all happening.
Great squirrel.
Giant squirrel.
Great performers. Great show. Now obviously you've been on tour for a little while now. Yeah,
that's so funny.
Understatement.
It keeps going.
It does.
I'm coming to Sunderland to come and see you all.
Oh, that's soon. That's like in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm coming on the 9th of August, so you know.
Super soon. See
you
there.
Do a backflip or something in that show.
Okay.
I do that.
But which venue are you most excited to visit or have visited? Which one are you most excited to visit? Whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was really excited for Manchester and Edinburgh in the way of like really cool cities.
And the size of theatres.
Yeah, big theatres. We've had really good receptions in both, and just like great cities to be able to explore while you're not working. But now that we've done those, probably most looking forward to is Dublin.
I think mine's probably Bristol, because Bristol is my like home theatre venue.
Yeah.
And the Bristol Hippodrome is where I used to go when I was younger, when I'd want to watch touring productions. Like my mum would take me there, so I'm just so excited to go there and see all the home audiences. Love you so much, Somerset, my girl.
Yeah. And of course, you're both really excited to come to Sunderland to see me.
Exactly. That was the next thing I was going to say, actually. Miles, you'll have to give us a tour of Sunderland and tell us all the best places.
100%. Yeah. Will take us about 3 days to get all the wonderful things.
Just huge, yeah.
I'll bring a little tour guide hat so you don't lose me. Yeah. Wear the t-shirt. Look at that. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. But no, you'll have a great time. The theatre is beautiful at Sunderland, I'll tell you that. She's stunning. She's pretty. She's really nice. Have you had any onstage mishaps? I imagine it can get quite
every night.
I feel like
I have to be careful what I say, because it's very top secret unless you've seen the show. But obviously Mike TV, okay, when his demise, Mike TV's demise, requires quite a technical exit, and that exit has gone wrong before. Maybe I'll tell you when we're not recording, but that is, when you've seen the show, you understand that if it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Yeah, like Back to the Future.
Necessarily like, that's like not necessarily, I say a mishap. It was like an issue, but like mishap. I stumble over lines all the time. I've definitely changed lines as well. Have you had a mishap?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not responsible for it, but sometimes the nuts fall out of the nut cage, and that's quite funny.
Because they just left on stage.
They just left on stage.
there,
Oh,
like...
one time, poor Lucy, a nut fell on one of the Oompa Loompas' heads, and she was like,
Hope it wasn't Hugh Grant.
It wasn't luckily, it wasn't Hugh Grant. And she was back in character so fast and was just like, I'm not concussed.
She's such a professional. What a lady. We love you, Lucy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun. And as long as you're not hurting Hugh Grant, then...
Yeah, because Hugh Grant is our national treasure, protected man.
Yeah. Oh dear. If you guys could play another role in the show, who would you choose?
I'd be Charlie. I just love to be Charlie.
I'd love to be Willy Wonka, but I simply could not. Gareth is, he's such an excellent Willy Wonka. Yeah. He's God tier Willy Wonka. Or for the band, like Mr. Salt.
Yeah.
Because he's such a nasty man.
Yeah.
I was gonna swear, and then I thought I'd keep it PG. He's such a nasty man, and I think it'd be quite fun to play. Yeah, just such a Tory,
unabashedly mean.
Yeah, you get to be a Tory without the consequences. This is a good.
This is exactly it. You get to do these things without the consequences, and it's so
and without committing to it. You know, it's this is the way. This is how it should be now. Tory should only be within
on stage.
Stage, pretend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to see Tony, which is not quite Tories, but you know, politics all the way. Wait, no.
This message is not approved.
This is not a political podcast. Okay, thank God that's over. If you could taste one of Willy Wonka's creation, I really had to wonder how I was going to phrase this question. If you could taste one of Willy Wonka's creations, which would you choose?
I mean, Charlie just makes such a big deal of it. The Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight.
And I definitely didn't stumble over it. It's not like I've heard it every day. It's not like I've heard it every day for 9 months. Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight. Yes.
That's Wonka's masterpiece. That's a line from the show.
And in that accent. Well.
Yes. That's a good accent to have. Northern, let's go for it. Now, my final question for you is broad as heck. See, I'm trying to keep it nice and PG as well. I didn't even go as far as saying hell there.
Nice.
Sorry.
Just done it.
Now Hugh Grant's after me.
He's not going to send fan mail after this one.
He's going to send hate mail.
Yeah.
But no, why should people come and see the show?
Well,
we're in it.
As Teddy said earlier, it appeals to all ages.
Yes.
It's very child and family appropriate, but you can also enjoy it if you're older, especially if you've watched the films, read the books. If you've experienced any other version of it and enjoyed it, there's a chance you'll enjoy this. The cast is brilliant.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of people putting so much work into it, like on stage and off stage every night.
The band, the team, the tech team.
The arrangements are stunning.
Beautiful.
I just think there's a lot to enjoy, and that's why people should come.
Yeah. And it's like a version that you've not seen before. So if you love it, if you love the story and you love the book and you love the film, and or maybe you've seen the show in the West End, come and watch this because it's different.
It's different.
I'll give you that. It's different.
It's different.
But it's
Who said that?
Who said that? Hugh Grant, was that you?
Hugh Grant.
He was little Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant.
It's better.
Was that you?
Thinking about Lucy Jones there. I said that.
Lucy Jones.
Lucy Jones. Love you, Lucy Jones, if you're watching this.
She's a big fan as well, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
She's definitely watched every episode.
Yeah.
All 66 of them.
66. Are we 67?
I don't know.
Okay, no worries.
I'll tell you one day when I find out. You want to be 60 something, I could swear.
Great.
But no, aside from that, I want to thank you both for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with the both of you and having a little giggle. It's been great. Thank you so much. And I want to thank anyone who's watched this for watching it.
Thanks, Hugh Grant.
Thanks, Hugh Grant.
Thank you. Thanks, Lucy.
Love you.
You and Lucy.
Make sure you get some tickets. I'll put a ticket link in the description. You can go put some because this is beautiful stuff. And Hugh Grant's not in it. The only downside.
Tell them that.
That's a surprise.
It's the only downside. I promise you these two make up for it. And yeah, that is all. Like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be nice. And
yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll clap you out.
That'll be me on the 9th of August to you guys.
Yeah, just doing it in return.
Yeah, but no, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.
Look at us waving.